Hello, class. It is Wednesday, the 2nd of February, and we are going to look at managing the pages on our blogs. So if you'll remember from the first class, if you were in the face-to-face session with us, we talked about the difference between a post and a page. And you all probably have an about page on your blog, which says something about you. And of course you all have posts. So the posts appear on the blog page and they automatically update when you add them dynamically on your website or your blog. The pages are static pages, which means that they'll kind of sit there until you manually move them somewhere else. And you can edit them. You can edit the content of them, but they don't kind of generate a organization by themselves when you add them. You have to do it manually. So in our case here in Teachers Learning Together, our course navigation or the site navigation is this horizontal bar, as you know, and all of the things that show up for our weekly work, these are all pages as opposed to all the posts, which are kind of in the left side of this as you scroll down. So you know that, and what I want to do is show you how to add a page and then how to organize your course menu or your blog menu. So to do that, the first thing we are going to do is look at a blog of mine, kind of a test one, and you'll see on this theme the navigation is horizontal across the top here, and these are all pages. They are all currently blank. I have nothing on them, but they show up as pages. To add pages, as you know, you go to your dashboard and go to Pages and add new, and you can add as many pages as you want. By default, they will just show up in the order you create them in the navigation, unless you tell it to do something different, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. So back in your dashboard, under Appearance is Menus. And again, by default, this will be called, I think, Menu 1. And it will just show a list of whatever pages you've created. Most of you probably just have the home page and the about page. But you can add other pages. If you're, reading teacher or whatever, they could be reading, or if they're for this class, they could be tools, video tools or whatever. What you put on the pages and what you name them and how you organize them is going to depend on the kind of site you have. So what I want to show you first, though, is that you can change that menu name or leave it the same, and you can, when you do that, up here at the top, a new tab will appear called Manage Locations. So I'm going to, just so you're aware, when you click Save, whatever this is, and you can change the name to Test or whatever you want it, as long as you click Save, it's going to save anything we change in the name. So I am going to move some of these pages. I'm going to organize the structure of this menu. So I'm going to take these reading pages, and it's just a drag and drop environment. I'm going to drag them up to under reading, but I'm going to kind of offset them to the right. So you'll see that they're kind of indented here. And I'm going to do that with these 3 reading pages. And then I'm going to save those changes. So what hasn't happened yet is that those changes haven't been reflected on the live blog because I need to click on Manage Locations up here, and I need to change the primary menu to the one we just named. So whatever you named that, go ahead and select it. It'll be the only option there. And then click Save Changes. And now, when we go back to our blog and when we refresh the page, you'll see that those reading pages are now below in a drop-down menu from the word reading. So again, one more look at that. So we go to Appearance and Menus. And as you create pages, there's some options down here. auto add pages. If that's not selected, as you make new pages, they won't automatically show up over here. What you have to do is come over here and find them. So you find all the pages that you just created, you check them, and then you click Add to Menu, and then they will be added to the bottom of this menu. If you select Automatically Add New Pages to the menu, they'll automatically show up in here. But again, you can actually indent these even more times. So now that reading 3 will be underneath reading 2. I'm going to go ahead and just show you that. So I'm going to click Save here. I'm going to go back to the live blog and refresh it. And now when I go to reading, you'll see that reading 3 is offset or under reading 2. So those are menus in how you can organize your pages on your blog. So back here on the blog, I added my Flickr photos over here in this widget. So in your Appearance and Widgets area, one of the widgets that you can add to your sidebar is Flickr. So if you click on the Flickr and drag it out or add it to your widget area, it's going to look like this. And this is what we're going to do right here. We're going to grab this RSS URL. So in your Flickr account, if you are on your home page, let's see, we'll just go to my photo stream here because the word edit's not there. So here's your page. If you click on Edit, you get a slightly different look, and if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you get our RSS icon. If you click on the icon, you get an API URL. You just copy that whole darn thing, go over to your widgets, add it in here to the URL, and click Save, and your Flickr images will show up on your blog. So that's a look at organizing your pages. What kind of pages you create is entirely up to you. You don't really need to create any for this class, but certainly you can see the use of them. And then I'll look at how to add your Flickr images to a sidebar.